So here we're going to go over the steps on how to check the engine oil level on a Toyota. Here we have a Toyota Rav4, but this engine is also found on other Toyota models as well. So what you want to do is you want to let the engine cool down so that first of all you don't get burned. This is the exhaust right here, exhaust shield, and it can be very hot, so can the engine. So park the vehicle on level ground if it was recently running, and then wait at least 15 minutes. Another reason why you want to wait 15 minutes is because oil circulates on the upper engine parts, and you want to wait for that oil to return to the oil pan so you can get a correct measurement, in addition to letting the engine cool down. Now if the engine is not going to cool down completely in 15 minutes, so you still need to be careful. So once you have opened the hood, then you will come here, pull the dipstick. You can see this yellow handle right here is the dipstick, and then you pull it up. Be careful, get a clean cloth and wipe that completely. So wipe that off. Now if you look very careful, it's going to be hard to see in the camera, but we have one dot right there, one dot right there. So this dipstick has two dots, and those two dots, this is the minimum. The level should not be below that. That is the maximum. The level should not be above that. So you need to be right between the two. So now that we know where the minimum and the maximum are, we reinsert it. And you want to make sure you fully reinsert the dipstick, otherwise you're not getting a correct measurement. And then you pull that off. And if you turn this, you'll see our level is right up there, but the level was right there, and the dot is there. So this is the maximum, and we're right above the maximum. So this engine is overfilled a little bit, and you don't want to be on the overfilled. You don't want to be low. If you put this in the dipstick and you're getting no measurement, no oil on the dipstick at all, you are very low on oil. One other thing to keep in mind, from this point here, from the low level, the dot there, to this dot up here, it usually takes about 1 quart on 1 liter. So if you're right here and you add 1 quart, you should be right here, and which should be perfect. So you want to reinsert this, and if your level is low, you need to add some oil. And to do that, you will need to remove the oil cap right here. So first I'm just going to wipe that clean a little bit. Then you're going to grab the oil cap with your hand. Sometimes you want to use both hands because they can get really tight. And you're going to turn this. So that's one quite tight in there, so it's going to be a little bit hard to get off. Now you're doing all of this with the engine off. Make sure the engine is off while you check the level or add oil. Then you remove the cap. Right at the top of the cap, you can see that it says recommended oil is 0W20. Okay, so you want to get some 0W20 engine oil and add. You want to add, probably depending how low you are there, you want to add either half a quart or no more than 1 quart, and then recheck the engine oil level, because we don't want to overfill like it was the case here. So once you bring it between the minimum and the max, right there in the middle, then you can go back, add this cap back on and get that on tight, and you should be good to go. Now you may say, if you are stopped at, let's say, at a gas station because you're low on oil, your oil light came on while driving, they might not have 0W20. What you can do is you can use 5W30 as well, or maybe 5W20 as well. So you can use another oil. You're going to mix it with what's in there, which is not ideal, but it's acceptable, and it's a lot better than driving with no oil. Because if you continue to drive and the oil light comes on the dashboard, then you continue to drive, then you can completely destroy the engine, and it can be an expensive repair. And that's all. Thank you for watching.